Hey, what's up guys? You're with James and Jeremy. It's another Crowdrender update we're doing today. So we're going to let you know a little bit about how the project's been going on the funding side and also what we're doing from a coding/development side. So on to the first thing, which is how the funding project's going. So you can see here, sorry we're not doing the whole, I'm going to show you the screen just through the GoPro. So we're up to 418 US a month, which is awesome. So thank you so much for all you guys who have been donating. Obviously we want to reach our target still. We're going to be doing a heap more outreach and hopefully lots of valuable stuff that will tempt you guys into supporting us. So stay tuned for all that. There's going to be some new stuff happening. We have talked about increasing our tiers, and also we've talked about a new perk that's coming. We're still working on that. We also talked about how we're going to be restricting access to the new software we're building, but not the current software. You'll still be able to download that for free. But all the new build, all of the new stuff we're building is actually going to be available to people who are supporting us, so we can hopefully tempt lots more people into supporting us. So eventually we can open the software up again so it's free for everybody. We're going to be setting some new targets for that because obviously we want our project to be sustainable, because free and open source software is free and open source forever so long as we've got enough support to keep doing it. So stay tuned for all that. In terms of development, today me and Jeremy are obviously together working on some parts of the project. So I'll let Jeremy talk about what he's going to be doing this sprint. So that's the next 3 weeks. So take it away, Jez.
I'm going to be working on updating some of the add-on part of our software. So we've separated Crowdrender out from the specific Blender add-on, and I'm going to be working on the system which detects which changes have been made in Blender and propagates those changes to other machines on the network so that we can keep the files up to date without having to send the entire file each time. And we're currently working on rewriting a lot of those functions so that they're more efficient and much less likely to fail, which is
always good.
Excellent for everyone.
Not failing is great.
Yeah, so it should be a lot more stable and you'll see a lot less sync fails in the future.
Yeah, the goal is to have 0 sync fail, or at least have the computer, if you do get a warning that something isn't synchronizing, that the system is going to be able to automatically resolve it. So stay tuned for that. Jeremy's already done a ton of work on it and it's already coming together. So hopefully in sort of the next couple of weeks, we're going to be able to demonstrate this new stuff working. What I've been working on, so you'll see behind me we've got a server here. So we've been working on a brand new design for the add-on, and we've also separated the add-on from our core system. So what that means for you guys is if you're using a computer such as a server or one where you don't want to have to start Blender on, that's going to be much, much easier. So in this sort of next sprint of development, what we're working on is you'll be able to install Crowdrender as a service, which means it'll be in the background and you won't have to have Blender running or open. You can install it on computers like this, much, much easier, and not have to use scripts and a whole bunch of other tricks to get it running in what we call headless mode, which means you don't have to have a monitor or a graphics card or even a graphical user interface or Blender open. It will just be in the background ready and waiting to be connected to, and then when you connect to it, it'll actually run Blender in the background for you, and it will all start at boot time. So we're working on some pretty massive structural changes, but it's just going to mean that using it on servers or machines like this or workstations without causing or needing Blender to be open is going to be heaps easier. There's also a whole bunch of new stuff that's going to come, but we're not going to talk about that in this video. I'm going to save that for another one. So we're going to get down to some development now. And look, if you haven't subscribed, if you haven't downloaded or tried our add-on, recommend you go check the link in the below. Also, if you've been using our software and you think it's great, consider going to the crowdfunding link also in the description below and signing up as a supporter. It costs at the moment $4 a month, and it really helps with us just managing all of our costs and being able to make great software. So thanks guys, we'll see you later.
Thanks everyone.